Hello everyone, welcome to my channel. I hope everyone is having a wonderful day. Before starting the video, please go ahead and hit the subscribe button and give this video a like up. Let's go start now. Triple H has been in charge of WWE creative for the past few years. However, wrestling veteran Jonathan Coachman recently predicted that a plan to remove the game from his position is already in motion. Coachman previously disclosed that he believes that TKO board member The Rock and Triple H legitimately hate each other. He recently claimed on the Behind the Turnbuckle, The Last Word podcast, that the final boss has deliberately missed WrestleMania 41 to prove a point that the game cannot book the show and needs to be replaced with Brian Duerts. Meanwhile, the former interim Raw general manager revealed that he thinks The Rock already has a plan in motion to replace WWE CEO Triple H with former Raw head writer Brian Duerts, who is currently his right-hand man at his $7 production. Ex-WWE writer thinks TKO will eventually drop Triple H like a hot potato. Former WWE head writer Vince Russo has been vocal about his belief that Triple H would be out of the Stanford-based company by the end of this year. On an episode of his Before My Head Explodes podcast, the wrestling veteran predicted that TKO would eventually make The Rock an offer he could not refuse. Russo added that the company would drop Triple H like a hot potato when that day comes. Russo recently claimed Karrion Kross should have called out Triple H for his booking last night on Raw. The WWE star recently voiced his discontent with his status in the promotion. Ahmed Hamdi is an Egyptian journalist with a decade of experience in sports journalism, specializing in pro wrestling and football. Hamdi kicked off his career as a sports reporter for Al Aram Weekly. He then became a producer/reporter for Mal Masr TV program on the Egyptian channel On TV. In the following years, Hamdi worked as a reporter for several international news outlets, including Deutsche Welle, Germany, As Safir, Lebanon, and Al Monitor USA. In 2014, Hamdi joined leading Egyptian newspaper Al Masri Al Yawm, where he is now a senior sports editor. In addition to all that, the Egyptian also worked as a sports editor for Sport 360 and feature writer for Mansour.com. Hamdi has covered several sports events throughout the past few years, including WWE's tour in Egypt and the 2019 African Cup of Nations. The experienced journalist joined Sportskeeda's pro wrestling feature writers team in early 2021. Since then, his work has managed to get millions of reads. Reports have emerged suggesting that Triple H Paul Levesque, WWE's chief content officer, may be on the verge of being replaced following WrestleMania XL. Wrestling veteran Vince Russo has claimed that Triple H is currently in a lame duck seat, indicating that plans are underway to phase him out. Russo speculates that The Rock's recent appointment to TKO's board of directors could be a catalyst for this change, as The Rock may bring in his own team to replace existing leadership, including Triple H and Shawn Michaels. Further fueling these speculations, Lee Cole, brother of the late Tom Cole, has predicted that Triple H and Bruce Pritchard will be dismissed once depositions begin in the recently filed Ring Boys lawsuit. Cole suggests that WWE President Nick Khan is poised to take full control of the company, bringing in his own regime and moving away from the current leadership. Wrestling Noticias. Despite these claims, Triple H has continued to play a significant role in WWE's creative direction. During WrestleMania XL weekend, several WWE superstars praised the so-called Paul Levesque era, and Stephanie McMahon returned to kick off Night 2 of the event, expressing pride in her husband's leadership. As for potential replacements, former WWE head writer Vince Russo and wrestling veteran Stevie Richards have speculated that The Rock could bring in his own people to replace current leadership. Additionally, former WWE employee Tommy Carlucci has suggested that the locker room might react negatively if Triple H were replaced by someone akin to UFC's Dana White, emphasizing the respect and rapport Triple H has built with talent. While these reports and speculations suggest potential changes in WWE's leadership, it's important to note that no official announcements have been made regarding Triple H's departure or replacement. The situation remains fluid, and fans will have to wait for official confirmation from WWE or TKO Group Holdings. Backstage friction and corporate power plays. Triple H has been widely praised by fans and wrestling insiders alike for revamping WWE's creative direction since taking over the reins in the wake of Vince McMahon's initial departure in 2022. Under his leadership, the storytelling has become more character-driven, and several fan-favorite talents, such as Sami Zayn, Gunther, and LA Knight, have enjoyed renewed focus. However, not everyone backstage has reportedly been thrilled with the changes. The wrestling veteran who made these claims suggests that certain influential voices within TKO Group Holdings, the parent company formed after the WWE-UFC merger, have expressed concerns about Triple H's long-term creative vision. The concerns allegedly revolve around branding alignment, ratings performance in certain demographics, and internal politics. An ex-WWE name waiting in the wings. Even more intriguingly, the veteran hinted that an ex-WWE name is already being eyed to step into Triple H's shoes if the plan moves forward. While they did not confirm the name, speculation has erupted online, with fans throwing out names like Eric Bischoff, William Regal, and even Paul Heyman as potential candidates. Bischoff, a former WCW president and occasional WWE on-screen personality, has experience both in front of and behind the camera, and is no stranger to power struggles. Regal, currently with WWE in a developmental and scouting capacity, has long been respected for his wrestling mind and talent development expertise. Paul Heyman, known for his creative brilliance and ability to build compelling stars, remains a wild-card favorite. While it's unclear whether any conversations have been formally initiated, the idea of bringing in a familiar, but perhaps more controllable, figure than Triple H may appeal to certain business-minded executives at TKO who favor corporate synergy over traditional wrestling logic. Fans and talent react. If the rumors are true, the move could alienate a large portion of the WWE fan base. Social media already exploded following the claims, with hashtags like #KeepTriple and #HHCreative trending across X, formerly Twitter. Many fans view Triple H as the spiritual successor to the Attitude and Ruthless Aggression eras, one who has balanced entertainment with in-ring excellence. Backstage, some talent reportedly feel blindsided by the potential change. Several wrestlers have grown close to Triple H, whom they credit with giving them more creative freedom and pushing for longer, story-rich matches on both Raw and SmackDown. If removed, there's a concern that WWE might revert to a more superficial, ratings-first product style, something many believe was stifling the industry pre-2022. WrestleMania could be the tipping point. Sources suggest that WrestleMania will serve as the deciding factor, with expectations at an all-time high for this year's event, particularly with storylines involving Cody Rhodes, Roman Reigns, and the Bloodline. The success or failure of Triple H's booking will likely weigh heavily on TKO executives' decision. If the event delivers both in terms of viewership and critical acclaim, it could buy Triple H more time. But a flat reception or a noticeable dip in post-Mania momentum could accelerate discussions about his dismissal. Some insiders believe this plan to remove him could be a power chess move orchestrated by holdovers from the Vince McMahon regime who are uncomfortable with Triple H's growing influence. A legacy at risk. Firing Triple H would not only be a controversial business decision, it would be deeply personal. As the son-in-law of Vince McMahon and a key architect of NXT's rise as a third brand, Triple H has poured his life into WWE both in and out of the ring. Removing him would mark the end of an era and potentially alienate several top stars loyal to his leadership. Furthermore, such a move could have ripple effects on WWE's relationship with fans, especially those who have returned to the product because of the Triple H era style of storytelling. Final thoughts. A crucial crossroads. Whether or not the plan to fire Triple H materializes, the fact that such conversations are reportedly taking place paints a telling picture of WWE's internal climate. As TKO looks to shape the future of WWE under a new era of corporate ownership, creative decisions may soon become a battleground between business logic and wrestling tradition. For now, Triple H remains in charge, and WrestleMania may end up being his greatest test yet. All eyes will be on the showcase of the Immortals, not just for its storylines, but for what they might mean for the man behind the curtain.